In a quiet London neighborhood, a young man named Jack sat in the corner of a small cafe, contemplating life around him. He didn't smile much, and he didn't believe in anything in his heart. He was drowning in questions. Why do we exist? What is the purpose of life? Why all this pain? He had read about Buddhism, learned about Christianity, and heard about Islam, but he considered religions merely a means of controlling people. That day, he was reading a book on comparative religion when a 50-year-old man named Yasser, a Muslim of Arab descent, sat next to him, holding a small Quran. Yasser noticed the title of the book and asked him gently, "Are you searching for the truth?" Jack laughed and said, "I am searching, but I don't think anyone has it." Yasser smiled and said, "Would you like to talk? Not to convince you, but simply to share what I believe." Jack hesitated but agreed. The conversation began, not about rituals, but about the Creator, the soul, justice, and purpose. Yasser said, "Islam doesn't ask you to believe blindly, but rather to reflect." Jack asked him, "But why Islam? Isn't it like any other religion?" Yasser calmly replied, "Islam starts from within. It addresses the mind first, then touches the heart. Read the Quran for yourself and see if it is human-made or from God." Jack was impressed by Yasser's approach. He was neither aggressive nor fanatical, but wise and honest. He began reading the Quran in English and found something different. It wasn't a myth, but a call to reflection, justice, mercy, and inner peace. He read God's words. "Did you then think that we created you in vain, and that you would not be returned to us?" He paused for a long time, feeling something stir in his heart. Weeks passed, the meeting continued, and the questions and answers continued. Until the day came when Jack sat in front of Yasser and said, "I feel like I've been searching for this path my whole life. I testify that there is no God but Allah, and I testify that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah." Jack's declaration of conversion to Islam was not just words. It was a rebirth. He abandoned atheism, but he didn't lose his mind. He found it. He became more human, more peaceful, and more aware of himself and the universe. A year later, he wrote on his page, "The greatest blessing in my life was not that I found Islam, but that Islam found me when I was at my worst."